This is so cute. Hey everybody, welcome back to Twister Sisters Studios. I'm Holly the Twister Sister, and today we are going to learn how to make some really cute, fun, and festive holiday mouse ears. This is just too adorable. I think this might be one of my new favorite designs that I've ever come up with. I love this little alternating color thing on the headband. Came up with a cool little technique to do that. I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. So you're going to need some 260s for this. I've got red and white for the headband, and then I've got two black 260s, and then I chose green for the bow just to kind of offset the red and white really nicely. And then you're of course going to need a headband to work with. My favorite headbands to work with are the 1-inch headbands. Do yourself a favor, don't run out to the Dollar Tree and get those little skinny ones. They're gonna be nothing but trouble for you. The 1-inch headbands are my favorite to work with. These don't have any teeth. I do like the clear, but they can be any color. It doesn't matter to me. So we're gonna start off with our red and white 260s. I've inflated both of mine about 6 pumps in my green hand pump here, or about a 4 to 5 inch tail. When you tie these off, you want to make sure you have nice long nozzles that you can work with, and then we want to tie both balloons together at the nozzle end. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and right off the bat start attaching things to our headband blank. So what I'm going to do is go way off on this side, about an inch or so up from one end of my headband, and I'm going to tie my red and white balloons right on with a nice tight double knot. Okay, so now we're attached, and we're going to do the bubbles going all along across the top of our headband, alternating colors. So to do that, we're going to make just a little twist to make 2 bubbles, and then we're just going to twist it enough to get the colors on the opposite side. So do that all the way across. You're typically going to use about 7 bubbles to get all the way across your headband. So just keep making your little twist. Make sure that the colors alternate on each twist. So if you want to get that red, white pattern. So I've got 4 bubbles so far. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 more. And don't worry if it's like coming up, it's not attached to the headband yet, so that's to be expected. Once you have 7 of these little bubbles, you want to just check and see if it's going to go all the way across. That looks like it's going to be about even on both sides of the headband, so I'm going to end it here. And the way I'm going to get this finished off is I'm going to pinch and kind of push down with my thumb and hold those 2 tails of my balloon in place while I come out to the end and release the air from my remaining balloon, still holding on tight so I don't lose anything. I'm going to take both tails, wrap them around to the inside of the headband, and then tie them together in a double knot. So now you'll have alternating colors like beads going across the top of your headband, and I just love the way this looks. Plus, it gives you a ton of great attachment points to put all kinds of things on this headband. It's just a fun way to fancy it up. So when we're working this, it's okay if your beads kind of come up off the headband while we're working on it. That's fine for now. We want to attach the ears next, and then we'll get everything settled onto the headband nice and securely. I'm going to take a black 260. Just put about 4 or 5 pumps of air in here. And these are the easiest mouse ears ever. What we're going to do is just make a loop about palm sized. Just twist that in and then pull your nozzle through. And then we're going to measure coming out around that loop 1 full time. So just pull it all the way around just to kind of see how far and where it hits the beginning again. We're going to make a twist there. Okay, let it go and then do that loop. And then we're just going to push our smaller loop inside of the larger loop like that and get rid of the rest. You can tie this tail to the nozzle in a nice double knot to make it nice and secure. Then you have 2 tails to attach it to your headband with. So we're gonna do that same thing again 1 more time so we get 2 ears. Ta-da! Now, if your ears are kind of elongated, we can squish them down and make them a little bit more round. Just take your nozzle end and the other end and just kind of squeeze your hands together, and that'll make it a little bit more rounded. So I'm going to do that with both ears and get that nice mouse ear shape. Now we can attach our ears to our headband. So what I'm going to do is just line my pearls, my dots, my checkers back on top of my headband. So they're just sitting right on top, going all the way across. And we're going to put our ears right here after our first two bubbles. So count 1, 2, and this ear is going to sit right there in between your number 2 and your number 3. And the way that I'm going to attach these is I'm just going to take both black tails. I have the nozzle end and the tail end. And we're just going to come pull it nice and tight on both sides, either side, until we get to the bottom or the inside of our headband. And we're going to tie both of those tails together in a double knot on the bottom side of our headband. And then all your little red and white bubbles here will hold this ear so it's facing forward and looks perfect. Do the same thing again for the other side. So we're going to count 2 bubbles and our ear's going to come right here. We're going to take our tails, pull them nice and tight down to the bottom side of our headband, and then do a nice double knot down there to lock everything onto the headband. Now at this point, you probably want to go ahead and cut off all of these little tails and stuff that are hanging down. You don't want these little pieces getting in someone's hair. So I'm going to clip these really close to the knots. There you have a super adorable holiday mouse ears hat, and this would be perfect to leave as is, and it could be like for the guys. And then if you want to step it up a notch with a little bow, I'll show you how I attach the green bow. So I'm going to get a green 260. I've just inflated it about halfway. We're just going to make a really simple little bow. So it's going to be 2 loops. I go a little bit bigger on these loops just because it is supposed to be a nice big bow up front there. So there's my first loop and another one here. I'm going to do a pinch twist in the middle of our loop, like that. And then I'm going to come out to the back as well and do another pinch twist in the back. This one's going to be a little bit bigger, so maybe like a full inch or so on this pinch twist. So we're going to have 2 pinch twists on either side of our bow. I'm going to open up my bow and just kind of give it a little bit of a shape, a little more triangular on those loops. Okay, we're going to come out to the end of our bow on the tail here and let the air out. And then to attach this to our headband, what we want to happen is this bigger pinch twist that we made is going to kind of sit right on top of this front bubble here. That way our bow can be just barely forward from our ears, and then it's not competing for space with the ears. It's just going to sit right in front of the ears. So I'm going to take my tail and I'm going to come down in between these 2 bubbles that are right at the middle of my balloon. I'm just going to slide it through the middle of those. And I'm just going to pull on that tail till I get my bow loosely where I want it. I don't want to pull too tight because then you're going to be pushing on those ears too much. So just a loose, snug fit there. And then to secure that, I'm just going to gently take my tail end just straight up the middle of that back bubble and tuck it around that pinch twist. It's not supposed to be pulled back super tight or anything. It's just snug enough to hold it on place and not fall off. And that is how I made these little holiday mouse ears that I think are so adorable. If you wanted this to be an even faster design to make, you could probably also, instead of doing the 260s for the ears, you could just do some black 5-inch rounds, and that would be an even quicker modification on this design. But I know sometimes certain things are hard to find in stock right now, so if you have black 260s, you should be able to make this design with all 260s. I cannot wait to see what you guys think about this one because I think it's so cute, but I want to hear your thoughts. So please let me know in the comments if you like this design, if you think you'll be using it. I did draw some clip art so that you can add this to your menus for the holidays and let people know that you know how to make this. And this would also be a great design to wear to your gigs as you're working, and it'll definitely be an attention-getting headband that everyone is sure to love. If you try this design and change it up and add your own little twist on it, or even just attempt to make it for the first time, I'd love to see pictures of what you come up with. Please share them in our Facebook group. It's free to join, and everyone goes in there every week, and we all share photos of our attempts at the tutorial of the week. And I love seeing people's own little twists and modifications that they make on our tutorials. So please share yours this week, and we'll be looking for your photos in there. Don't forget to head to the store to pick up the clip art for this design unless you're a member of the Twisterhood and you have access to my clip art vault, where you can just head on over there and grab it whenever you need it, along with 600 plus other clip art images and tutorials that you might need to help you in your business. And while you're at it, don't forget to treat yourself this holiday season. I've got some really cute little balloon dog reindeer designs that we made, keychains, earrings, necklaces, and they're just really adorable. Fun little gift for yourself. Perfect little stocking stuffer for the holidays. So if you're still looking for some last minute gifts, these are available in our store until we run out, and then they'll be gone probably till next year, maybe. So that's it for this week's tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. I'll see you over in that free Facebook group. Until next Tuesday, I'll be back again for Tutorial Tuesday. So until then, happy twisting everyone. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone.